Hey guys, it's RobJ here, and in today's video we're going to be taking a look at a new product from Auntie Jan's ant shop. This is the photo frame Formicarium. So as you can see, it's quite a nice looking nest, very functional in a naturalistic design. It includes a built-in outworld, one expansion port, accessories, different chambers, lock-off doors, and, as its title suggests, a multi-purpose nest, something that you could place on your desk as an item, or you could place it on show in your home. So, first of all, let's take a look at how it's hydrated, because I didn't see a sponge on the other side. So as you can see, there's a very thin layer of sponge across the entire nest, underneath the floor. It is hydrated via this entrance hole, and as you can see, there is a channel cut into the acrylic that the water can follow, and then it soaks into the sponge through an uneven shape. I'll talk more about that shortly. Let's have a look how this photograph thing works. So the photograph is on the back, so if you placed it on your desk, you could put it at a sort of like a sharp angle where you would see the photo when you come into the room, and when you sat at your computer, you would see your ants, or any other way you like. It's really rather easy to insert, and it's a R5 photo frame, so that's the size if you want to get something printed in the correct size. I unfortunately didn't have this. Everything in my house is all in this format. So this is an example from the shop's product page of a correct sized photo. Now, to use it as a photo frame, it comes with a very robust and very strong stand that quite literally uses stainless steel screws to lock in. It's not going to fall over on this stand, and the acrylic used in this nest is very thick. We're not talking about a few mil acrylic layers here. This is a thick, robust, heavy, well-built nest that will last time. It's not going to warp, it won't bend, and it is solid as a brick. Let's see how this unusual take on hydration, but really actually rather efficient in my tests. So you just squirt water in, as you can see it follows the channel, and then it creates this S shape of hydrated sponge, essentially. And as you all guys know, a RobJ review would not be complete without me saying essentially at least 5 times. So on the other side, this is how the hydration works. As you can see, the entire floor has micro slits in it, way too small for any ant. But for humidity, on the other hand, that's going to get through. Now, we didn't want to wet the entire sponge, because hence the whole nest would be then the wet chamber. No, there's an S shape, meaning each chamber has a slice of a damp chamber, meaning the ants don't have to go to just one side or the other. It is waved through the nest. That's actually really good. Even if that wasn't a design feature to make the photograph work, that's a really unique feature, just on its own, and it's not a setback. As you can see here, a large stainless steel nut is on your expansion port, but when you want to use your expansion port, this comes with 2 included accessories. As you can see, you've got a straight accessory, and these are all threaded, so they just screw right in. You've got the straight and the right angle. These are just included. That's really good. Let's talk about this built-in outworld. So this outworld relies on no PTFE, but it does rely on a door. So you have to wait until there's no ants out here, or a few ants that you can sort of control. The door itself, however, is solid. Now, I've had things to say about previous doors, and I can only tell you about the doors that I get in my product review. And I can tell you now, this door on this product is solid and will last. Talking of doors, I mentioned the chambers have separating compartments. How does that work? Well, you see these little slits? They come with like red, sort of accrete, sort of plastic. It's quite stiff and robust, and it's all cut into the right shapes. I think they use this material because the slit is so thin. So basically you just put the blockers in, and anytime you want to let the ants have the next row of natural chambers, you just put in the open blocker. This is only included for the most minute of ants might be able to fit through the gap, hence the open blocker rather than just open. And as you can see, the nest is quite a looker. Now I must admit, I've always had a weak point for naturalistic chamber design in acrylic, especially with a coloured layer. You know, that ticks my boxes. So just bear that in mind, that I am really fond of the aesthetics of this nest. The included accessories are quite helpful for a starter. You have pipe, pipette, tweezer, the robust stand, the two accessories for your expansion port. That's the right angle connector, that's to a tube, and that's a straight connector to a tube. You also have the stainless steel bolt for if your ants are using the built-in outworld, and obviously the stainless steel screws for the stand. Hope you've enjoyed this review, guys, and I'll catch you in the next one.